If you want to automate some of the marketing for your business, you can create these workflows to automate tasks from within the Automation tab. Here specifically, these will automate an email sequence. So you can click Campaign here, and it will open a new tab. That brings us to Automation. I'll close this just to show you that going to Automation brings us to the same spot. Workflows operate like this. If this happens, do this. And GoHighLevel gives us a bunch of examples. If a customer booked an appointment, send them an email. Based on a call status, add a contact tag. We could create a workflow from scratch or from a template, but I want to look at the email drip sequence. The use case they have, add contacts to this workflow to drip them a series of emails over time. This recipe uses the emailed opened condition to resend each email with a new subject if it wasn't opened within 24 hours. This is a popular use case, and you could easily see how this might apply to the podcast sponsorship email. Maybe our contact doesn't open or interact with that first email, in which case we may want to send them a second one, potentially even with a discount. Let's open the email drip sequence to see what the workflow builder looks like. Up top, we have a workflow name, and here we are in the Builder tab. If we scroll up, we can add a trigger for some workflows. This can help us control when the contact gets added to the workflow. In this example, it will start with the email. Click this node, and then you can see the configuration to edit on the right. If you click the Learn More button, you'll be able to interact with the Workflow AI, which can help you set up your workflows. I'll keep this toggled off for now. Over here, we can see our subject. We can pick a template. So maybe it's that advertising template we used earlier. And we can add test emails. I'll close this and cancel. In the next node, we have a wait condition, which will hold a contact for a specific time until the condition exists or the contact replies. It waits for the email in step 1, looks for the email to be opened. We have other email events we could select here. And then you can set the timeout duration. I'll cancel this. And then if we scroll down, we check if the email was opened. And this condition fork will break into 2 branches, the yes branch and the no branch. If we click here, we can see other scenario recipes for this branch. I'll click off and click cancel here, but we can see how this works, branching into separate nodes. If the email is opened, we wait a day and send email 2. If not, we send email 1 with a new subject. And if we scroll down, we can see the rest of the tree. Eventually, we check to see if email 2 is opened and fork again. Under each no condition, when we send the second email with a new subject, we eventually end up linking to email 3. And finally, one more send in the sequence until we get to email 4. At any point in the workflow, you can add a note by clicking the plus button, and then you can search for a new action here or here. And when you're ready to start testing, you can select Test Workflow. Then you can select a contact. I'll choose myself and run test. Obviously, the email sequences can get pretty complex. Let's go back to workflows. We can also use build using AI. I'll try entering a prompt. I want to send a contact my advertising email template, then wait a day, and then I want to send it to them again with a new subject line if they haven't opened it. Then I'll click Build Workflow. GoHighLevel will show you working through the steps here, and when it finishes, it will load the builder with Workflow AI opened. So we can scroll up. Here is a new contact created as a trigger, so we may need to edit this. Then we'll send the initial advertising email, then we'll wait the day, and then we branch off into our multiple paths. When the email hasn't been opened, after the timeout, then we resend this advertising email with the new subject. I find the AI workflows aren't always perfect, but if this is new to you, like it was for me, this can be helpful to just get some nodes down as a draft. We can open this. It's already filled in a subject. We can select the template and save. If we go to our trigger, here we have contact created. We can add a filter. So maybe hashtag equals to sponsor potential. That way this workflow isn't triggered every time a contact is created, only when the contact is created and has the sponsor potential tag added. In this type of node, you could keep adding filters to select the contacts you want, and then I could save. Workflows can be overwhelming at first. Just know there's a lot of potential here in email marketing and with other tasks as well. I'll go back to workflows and briefly show you the global workflow settings, which is helpful if you want to pause a workflow for a certain amount of time. And I'll exit settings here.